Thank you for joining us today for another installment of Frost & Sullivan's exciting podcast series, highlighting key disruptive technologies, growth opportunities, economic trends, new business models, industry convergence, emerging geographies, and much more. I'm Neha Anna Thomas. I'm a senior economist with the Emerging Market Innovation Practice, and today I'm going to be focusing on the 2020 global economic outlook, particularly looking at associated bright spots and risks, as well as some key growth opportunities that we see. So this particular research has been designed to help decision makers learn more about the implications of major economic events that we see unfolding, as well as to fine-tune near-term plans and better prepare for regional risks as well as growth opportunities. So looking back, this particular year, the year 2019, has been quite a volatile one for the global economy. We're seeing prolonged trade wars continuing back all the way from 2018, a lot of Brexit uncertainty, which is still continuing to date. So fast forwarding into 2020, what we're seeing is expecting a marginal uptick in global GDP growth. This outlook, however, is quite a precarious one and could take a downturn really depending on how economic events unfold. On the global monetary policy front, what we've seen in 2019 is a lot of interest rate cuts across major economies. For 2020 as well, cuts could be expected or one of steady interest rates. So expectations are for that of cheaper borrowing costs. And businesses could consequently leverage the same to boost their spending as well as investments. Other global topics covered as part of our research include fiscal policy outlook, the world GDP growth outlook, as well as the 2020 prospects for Brexit as well as trade wars. So moving on to the region-specific focus of our research, we're looking at aspects such as regional GDP growth rates for key economies, economic impact analysis, risks, as well as key growth opportunities. Looking at opportunities, for example, for the North American market, we're expecting a boost in US federal government contracts for goods and services, given that an additional $320 billion has been recently approved as part of a 2-year budget deal. So moving over to Canada, we expect Canada to continue to enjoy some of the export gains that it's been seeing in the recent past in the light of ongoing trade wars. So looking at the chance of a 2020 US recession, there have been a lot of talks of the same and a lot of fears sparked of the same. But our analysis is that the present risk appears to be quite low. This is because of a lot of strong macroeconomic data that we're seeing coming in, as well as progress that we're seeing in current US-China trade talks. Now, the regions covered as part of our 2020 Global Economic Outlook research, apart from North America, include Latin America, Africa, Middle East, as well as Asia Pacific. On that note, I hope you've enjoyed this session. Please do join us for future podcasts, and to know more about our growth partnership services, reach out to digital@frost.com. Thank you for your time.